No Lost Generation GWU was started in 2015 as an initiative by the State Department in partnership with UNICEF. The State Department originally approached the Elliott School with the intention of creating a student organization focused on the lack of education occurring for Syrian refugee youth. Since then, both our work and our focus has expanded. We now discuss refugee crises occurring all over the world.
We have 4 main goals, the first of which is volunteering. And so we're not on campus now, but usually in person, we have many volunteer opportunities in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. You'll also see that virtually this semester we have many opportunities to get involved in short and long-term volunteering. The next way we get involved is advocacy. So we share infographics and information around our campus, and we also have lobbying days every semester where our members meet with congressional offices on Capitol Hill to discuss refugee issues. The next way we get involved is fundraising for local, national, and international partners. We have some organizations that we regularly partner with, and this summer alone we've raised over $2,000 to support aid in Beirut and Yemen for people being displaced there. Additionally, our last way we get involved is by educating ourselves in our campus by bringing professionals to campus to speak about their experiences and knowledge, as well as having some of our general body members put together teach-ins where they compose presentations about relevant refugee-related issues to present to us and our peers.
I decided to join NLG because I was involved in a lot of committees when I was in Model UN in high school that were focused on refugee and displacement issues, so I wanted to get more involved in volunteering and learning more about the subject in college.
I think like any other new student, I not only was looking for friends, but also was looking for an organization whose purpose strongly connected to my own personal passions. And it just so happens that my maternal grandparents and mom are refugees who fled from Uganda in the 70s and eventually were resettled here in the States. So I was really excited to see that there was an organization on GW's campus that specifically works to uplift and support displaced populations both here and abroad.
I joined NLG last year and it's now my favorite student org that I'm in. I started just by going to the GBMs, and now I'm actually part of a super cool project that offers mentorship to refugee youth.
We had a lobbying day, and I found, freshman year Quinn, still trying to get situated in DC, and all of a sudden planted myself on Capitol Hill speaking to staff of my representatives and senators, and that was really mind-blowing at the time. That really, was a professional launch point for me. I was able to use that experience to then intern for that office.
There are so many opportunities to get involved right off the bat, even if you're not on the e-board or you've just joined, and you're really encouraged and supported if you want to take the initiative to initiate a project that you're passionate about. And I think that you also gain a lot of really practical skills as a member of NLG. You have the opportunity to contribute to event planning, and I was also able to create a lot of social media content using Canva, which is a skill that's great for applying for internships that I didn't have experience with prior to NLG.
One of the fun things that we did 2 years ago, we had the gala, which we hosted with Georgetown to raise money for the Multi-Faith Alliance for Syrian Refugees. And then we've had a couple fundraisers since then, including a bake sale. And it's always great to take a break from studying to make cookies.
I've also been exposed to a plethora of incredible opportunities to volunteer, fundraise, and educate other GW students on issues of displacement. Some of my favorite, most memorable experiences include participating in a Thanksgiving dinner hosted by Asylum Works, which is a local nonprofit that works with asylum seekers in the DC area, as well as being propelled to volunteer abroad with a social cooperative in Bologna, Italy, that works to integrate unaccompanied refugee and migrant youth into Italian society.
There are a lot of people who care about global events at GW, of course, but it's easy to focus so much on the political and theoretical side with classes that you kind of forget about the human side. So that's why I think the work of NLG is so important.
we know what we can bring as students, and we engage with the population we're attempting to serve.
When you join NLG, you're really joining a community, and everyone that I've talked to who is a part of NLG is just so supportive and is there to give advice and direct you to opportunities related to NLG's work, but also just more generally about like classes or anything. And so I can definitely say that NLG has been one of the most rewarding parts of my experience at GW so far.
I've met, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, the most genuine, kind-hearted, and passionate people, and I could not recommend the NLG community more. I know that, you know, despite us being online for this upcoming semester, that executive directors Olivia and Haley and the rest of eBoard have all been working diligently to provide us all with a very engaging and productive semester online.
If you're looking for an org that's going to give you some really cool service and professional opportunities, this is the one. Don't be scared to come over, talk to people, put yourself out there, talk about your interests, because it'll be worth it.